Hi, this is Thesia at Ellis Family Farms. I have a confession to make in, I hope you don't unsubscribe when I tell you this, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I was just thinking about how this is a beautiful Monday morning, and I now love Mondays. I love my Mondays. It's a beautiful day outside. It's supposed to be get up to almost 90 degrees today in March in northeast Oklahoma, and you know, you might say, well, that's unusual, but not Oklahoma weather is not unusual at all. But there's so many things to be grateful about, you know. No, maybe I don't have a bathroom yet, but we're working on it. And so I've got the glass half full thing going today. I'm excited about all the other things that are going on. You know, if things are turning green, the chickens are laying a lot of eggs. And so I've got garden stuff happening. I'm just happy. I'm just happy to be in, I was wanting to say in control of my life, but that's not right either. But it's better than working for somebody else. I really enjoy what I do. I want to show you, this is how many eggs I got yesterday. I'm about to start boxing them up, and I think that was 40 eggs there. And I've got like 50 dozen in my refrigerator, so I'm still trying to scramble and get some customers put together. And I've got some boiling. I always boil 8 eggs each week, and peel them, and I can have them for salads and all that other stuff. And yes, I've got another pot of chicken broth going from one of my roosters that I culled, because I got a couple of things coming up that I need chicken meat for, and instead of buying somebody else's chicken that I don't necessarily want in my food, I can do my rooster meat and stuff like that too. I'm looking forward to doing some pasture poultry in the future too. But it's a beautiful day. Don't unsubscribe. Just enjoy it. Okay, and on the note of being Monday, this is a good day for me to start doing some updates on what's going on here around the farm. And so I'm gonna kind of let you know. If you'll remember, on yesterday's video, Tom did all these bee boxes. He's supposed to leave Wednesday morning to go down to Texas and help with that. And I'm sorry with the wind. Okay, here's our good, bad, and ugly section here. These 3 are last year's grapevines. I think I've shown those in a video in the past. And some of them were in pre-bud, so that's kind of cool too. These are the ones that we pruned previously, or last year, instead of this winter. And they made it through, these are the ones that made it through the whole summer. And so these are ones I'm planting to see if they emerge and do good this year. Then we'll plant them in the vineyard to fill some of the holes that we've gotten in there. These are the grapevines that I pruned here a few weeks ago, and these are the ones that I'm going to have to prove that they can make it through this summer. These are some acorns that Tom planted, and looks like the only thing that's growing in them is some weeds, but that's okay too, I guess. My ugly part. These are my poor aloe vera plants. They just don't winter well. Until I can get some way where I can keep them warm through the winter, they're just going to look ugly. I got some green coming back there. I've tried to repot this one and take the dead stuff up. I don't know if that's going to make it or not. And these things, I don't even know what tree this kind of tree this was. That Tom said that what they're supposed to be able to do is get sticks and grow, and they're supposed to be bee friendly or something. And so far we have more, but they didn't even make it through the winter. And I don't. You could kind of see right here where it just snapped off and died. And I don't know if any more of those are going to make it or not, but we'll see if they start blooming, or not blooming, but budding out. In my camper trailer greenhouse, my husband likes to give me some time off, and he takes care of things over the weekend for me. But this tray right here has not emerged yet. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. It's been around for a couple weeks. It's not pollinating at all. Not pollinating, but you know what I mean. This one's doing pretty good. This is one of the ones I've done with my blocks. I think this is early cabbage. This is lettuce. There's a little bit of cosmos flower. But I planted this arugula just days ago, and it's coming up really good. I've got good germination and everything. That's cool. And I don't know if you can see this or not, but apparently Tom did not water my seedlings this weekend. And my aromas are dried up. My big reds are dried up. The jalapenos never came up. Early hot jalapeno, I've got 1 or 2, but they've dried up. So that's not looking so hot. But this one's still looking pretty good. We still got some Jet Star tomatoes, Marglobe tomatoes, and Peace Vine cherry tomatoes. They're looking pretty good. And look like on my Abe Lincoln, I've only got 1 or 2. Well, I got another one actually emerging there too. So we'll just have to see, but they did not make it through the weekend. This one certainly didn't make it through the weekend very good. And now I'm trying to learn how to make slips of sweet potatoes. We'll have to see how that goes. My red and yellow onions are looking pretty good. This is where I'm going to try to plant some potatoes here pretty soon. I don't know if you saw them in the camper where I have them getting skin on them. I need to hurry up and get those in the ground. This section right here is supposed to be bunching onions, and I planted this 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I'm not seeing anything emerge. And this is my broccoli and my Brussels sprouts. They're looking okay. At least they're still alive. I'm kind of pleased with this. You can see these are, and you know what? I labeled the seeds when I planted them, but the label fell off somewhere. But these are apple trees that I have started from seed, and that one's looking pretty good. I'm not sure this one's looking so good. Well, I got a little bit of something trying to come up right there, so we'll just have to see how that goes with it. So this one's a little bitty one. This got a little bit of green coming on it too. And this one's in an odd place. It's greened all the way down here, but it looks like it might still do something up here higher. And this one's looking, got little green going all the way up it. So that's looking pretty good so far. Down here in my woody bed of the vineyard, this is where I planted one of my strawberries, and you can see the remnants on one of them right there. Something came through and ate them. I'm pretty sure it was a deer. So I don't know if these are going to survive at all. And then those asparagus plants that I planted that we got from a nursery, I thought they had died. I'm pretty sure they are still dead, but Tom said he came through and he trimmed them off and hopes that maybe the roots still lived and we'll get something on them. Now this asparagus bed is actually looking pretty good. We've got one here. We've got 2 or 3 right here, and that one's going to be ready to be picked, I think. Here's another one coming up, and another one there, and a couple more here. And this is the one that I had, this bed was torn up so bad that I even had crowns laying out on the ground. So I'm really pleased about this rebuild and how well it's doing. I don't know why I don't have some more on the other side, but that's okay. At least we're getting something up. And whatever ate my other strawberry plants did not eat these yet. So these are still looking okay. So I don't know. And I don't know if you guys notice, I've got this black thing. This is an irrigation system that we put in a few years ago to take care of the vineyard. Well, it was watering the vines, but I was having a really hard time mowing all around the vines and keeping everything up. So that's what I'm trying to do, is bury it. And since I'm doing all this by myself, it takes exceptionally long. So this particular line goes all the way to the end of the thing here. And I realize I'm backtracking, but maybe I can kind of explain to you what I've got going. So everything all the way to that post up to here is underground. And then I've put these little emitters right here. And if I want to, I can put emitters along this. So, but at each vine, I'm trying to get them, if not buried, at least where I'm not mowing, and get some emitters where they come up on to the grapevines and they do better there. But I've only gotten to here. I need to pick up here. And as I build more woody beds, then I can do that and get it underground where I can still mow and I can irrigate properly. But we are talking 16 rows of 20 vines. So yeah, it's gonna be a while. And here's I'm trying to get where I don't have block the wind some, but then I'm gonna do that, the shadow's in the way. The garlic's looking pretty good. I'm going to come down here and start weeding again pretty soon. But that's my good, bad, and the ugly of this week. And we'll see how it looks next week.